Yes, I think it's starting. Okay. Oh, I forgot music. Shit. Hold up. Ah, it's okay. We're gonna have music in a bit. I don't need the music. We're good. Okay, so plank, plank. Bum, ba-da-na-na, ba-na-na, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-na-na. Then I do this, and that should have gone through. Yes. And then this should have gone through again. Yes. I like that. Oh, okay. It actually worked this time. Hey, it actually worked this time, so that's good. Um, Hi, Pig. Hi, hi. Okay, I'm gonna keep that ready over there, and then I click here. Okay. Hi, Edward. Hi, hi. Back on stream. Up or down? Hi, hi. Complete. Okay, I think I got all of this ready. It's about to good, thank you. We're gonna be nerding out a bit because there's a few things. The stream won't be too long today. Um, I'm happy to hear that. The stream won't be very long today. Um, because I got some stuff to do. Uh, like 3 hours or so, give or take. But you know, give or take, give or take. So we'll be talking about a few things that I do want to talk about. This is nice. Uh, I want it to be a bit more. So I know I'm using a slightly older model for this than the current one, but I forgot that I didn't adapt the new one to this. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to use the older one. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. I'm using the old one, but it's still me, so that's what matters. Uh, just so I can better express certain things that I really wanted to be able to express. Um, so I'm doing it like that. Uh, we're just gonna see if more people appear and so on. Before we start. Sorry, don't mind me. I was just clicking on the thing. Uh, before we do anything. But yeah, I just want to nerd out about a few things. Um. Oh wait, did I send a thing? Shit, I don't remember. Um. I think I did, didn't I? Okay, I did. Okay, I did. We good. We good. Okay. I did. I just had to make sure. I had to make sure. Got it. Mm-hmm. Hi, Runic. I guess then. Hi, hi. Hi, Runic on the other side and the other side. Runic on all the sides. Runic on all the sides. Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just checking something real quick. Uh, for science, you know. Hmm? Because I'm seeing something weird in my Discord channel. I think something is having a slight aneurysm. That's weird. Nothing. We're just gonna be talking about things. Gonna be talking about things. No playing. thus this slightly different setup, you know. That is why the setup is a bit different today. I'm even using an older model because I can only use this model. I remembered because I keep forgetting, right? Um, to do a version of the new model for this specific setup. Um, I keep forgetting because I don't use this setup too much. It's not a setup I use too often lately. Um, and today was the opportunity to use it, and then it was like, oh, uh, I forgot. I don't have it. Uh, so this had to be it. So this had to be it. Because the only way. um, so yeah, I went back to an older, like a version and a half ago. Technically, it's a version and a half ago, in a way. Um, to do this because I only had this version for this, and I was like, oh, uh, sure. Well, it'll do. It'll do. It's okay. It's okay. It'll do. It'll be fine. It's okay. Yeah. I see hello by Dwago. Hi. Hi. I still have the problem with notifications. Jesus Christ. Hi, Dwago. Hi, hi. So we are gonna be like, nerding out about stuff because if you when is the Muslim Mommy update? I'm gonna see if at some point during this week or maybe next week I will do an update to this one to be like, you know, the actual new one that is the actual, I guess, can we call it Muscle Mommy? I guess, yeah. This one. Let me open a picture to show. Because we are going to go there, right? Uh, I was going to go and do this, so we might as well, you know. See, for this one, see, this is the current one, right? This is the current one. But it's not yet ready for this, so I forgot. Yes, Twitch Mobile is a pile of excrement, to put it in a very nice way. Yes, me calling it the pile of excrement is me being nice. So this is the actual model I'm using, right? Hi, Poogie, hi, hi. But I forgot to update it or have a version of this one to use with this setup. And now that I want to use it, I was like, oh shit. So I had to go back. So for today, um, exclusively for today, since I wanted to use this setup so I could express things a bit better, uh, I had to use this. Let me use emotes. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, 3 cuties, one stream. Oh, because of the mini me. I see what you mean. I'm not cute though. I'm not cute. I'm evil and nefarious. Mini me is cute though. Mini me is cute. I'm not. I'm just evil, nefarious. But yeah. So because I completely forgot to do a version of this model here for this setup, I'm using a version and a half ago. I'm using a version and a half ago. So it's okay. It's okay. It's still me, still able to express myself. And it'll do. I just wanted to use this setup. Yeah, I'm trying not to overthink things. That was me trying to do a thumbs up and it failed. Hi, dragons. Hi, hi. I'm not cute though. Imagine fixing. I can't. This is actually a process that would take a few hours to do. Um, I don't have a few hours. Oh, right. There's a lot of people just liking this post of mine, which is just this. Oh my God, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. I don't, for some reason it said 88 likes. Um, I moving on the other side. Type in the emote name. That is weird. Whoa. Okay. That's strange. For some reason this is just whatever. Um, things are happening. I don't know. Uh, this one is doing better. Like, thanks everyone if that you're enjoying this picture. You have no idea how much I actually like the Steam frame. That's what I'm going to talk about. Uh, I was actually hesitant to post this. It's crazy. Good pick. Thank you. Glad you like it. This turned out to be an accident, godly. Yes. So we're going to watch them since 8 videos. I want to comment on them. Yeah, because it's about to come out. That's the thing. Another thing because it shows how fucking adorable you are. No. 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 Anyway. Um anyway. But yeah, I actually hesitated until a certain someone was like I showed them the picture, right? And she was like so I was like, okay, I don't know if I should post this. I don't know if it's maybe a bit too much. And she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? This was literally her words. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's wrong with the picture? Just post it. And I'm like, okay. And I did. That was literally her words, So, and so I did, you know. It's okay. It was a bunch of head monkeys about a bunch of things. I'm gonna like try to not overthink so much. But anyway, we're here for a few things. There's actually another I want to show. I hate this thing over here. Which is this. I want to show this, but after. First, scene frame. Pretty sure we all told you the same thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, But I happen to be talking with this someone, um, squirt. But anyway, doesn't know now. Um, and basically that's what she told me. She was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Just post that." Anyway, so first video because these videos have some interesting things that I want to point out. Also, some funny things because uh, we all know about the Steam frame. So first things first, SteamOS, right? It's basically the version of Linux that Valve is creating alongside the Linux community and Linux developers. Um, you can actually see my post here. There's my post here, so you can see the context with that GIF. Oh my God, it's happening! Everybody, stay calm. Stay fucking calm. That thing. But anyway, um, and the context is, that they're working on Steam frame, the SteamOS, and there's like multiple versions of SteamOS. One is the usual one for PCs, or x86 architecture, which is, regular PC, a desktop, a laptop, whatever, like the Steam Deck is x86. And then, and the Steam machine, right? And then there's the Steam frame. And the Steam frame is ARM, right? So there's a version of SteamOS which is for ARM devices, like the Steam frame and phones. The Android phones, they're ARM devices, and other handhelds like the ones from Ambernic and Retroid and stuff like that. So that's the context of the SteamOS. And the latest version of the Steam client first ARM um had 8 videos inside it. 8 lovely videos for all of like a few minutes. Then they noticed the mistake and deleted the videos. Too late though, because everyone got them and posted them. So thank you, Valve, for committing a horrendous mistake that is giving us a little bit of hope. Because it kind of um, talks about a ton of shit while at the same time describing um, features we didn't even know about because they didn't talk about it. Why is there 3 question marks? Did the sound die or something? I need to know more details. Sorry about that. I was cleaning my nose. I was giving the context of where this came from. Give the context of where this came from. um, where was I? Oh yeah, right. So here's the videos. We're gonna go through them because they actually show a few things we didn't know about, but now we do because yes.
Steam frame requires
Oh wait, let me see if the audio is capturing. I forgot to check. Give me a second, because there's actual audio on this.
a Steam account to use.
Okay, it is.
If you don't already have an account, you can create one for free
This
on your
one is
PC
simple.
or mobile device. There are a few ways to sign into your headset, but first, we recommend setting up the Steam mobile app on your mobile device. To sign in wirelessly
This
in your
is
headset,
simple.
click on Add
It
an
shows a
account.
cool thing.
Then, in the mobile app,
One.
click on
One.
the Steam Guard tab. Select the gear icon, then
Hi, Foxy.
sign
Hi,
into
hi.
a Steam frame. This is by far the easiest, most fun way to get in. To sign in via a QR code, under More Options, select Scan QR Code. Then, in the mobile app, tap on the Steam Guard tab and hold your camera close to the lens until it sees the code. We'll be honest, this is a weird way to sign in.
Interesting detail. So, when you're using SteamOS in gaming mode, for example, on the Steam Deck or a PC that you install gaming mode on, because CashOS and Bassite can do this gaming mode as well. If you do sign in with a QR code, you actually see that this massive, ginormous QR code in the middle of the screen. Now we know why. It's because of this. Because the Steam Frames view is essentially gaming mode in VR. And that's why that screen is ginormous. It's for this. It's for this functionality, essentially.
But it does work. Lastly, you can sign in
Which
the
is fun.
old-fashioned way by manually entering your name and password on the virtual keyboard in the headset. Clunky, but historically accurate.
This is terrible. Okay. Typing in VR is fucking terrible.
To learn more about your Steam frame, visit this link.
Typing in VR is fucking terrible. Virtual keyboards, of course. Okay. That was the first video. Next. Human jump scare. Yeah, somehow got used to it. Yeah, VR chat does help. It helps you type in VR. Yeah, definitely does. It definitely does. But there's actually a solution for that, which I do have, but I didn't use too much yet, which is interesting. But I'll talk about that later.
Time to mount your new headset onto your head. Most
Let's
people
mount
prefer
it.
to put it on eyes first, especially if you wear glasses. Avoid your ears by wearing the rear strap a little high, then tighten to taste by pulling on the side straps. Additionally, adjusting the pivot arms at the front lets you further tune the fit for maximum comfort, evenly distributing the pressure on your face.
Oh, hey yo. I never noticed this because we never saw it for this long. Okay, so you can adjust this to make. Oh, that's okay.
If your glasses don't quite fit or your eyes feel too close to the lens, you may want to try the spacer. The magnets make it super easy to install. Just remove the face gasket, insert the spacer, then put the face gasket back on. With that said, it's your steam frame. You should wear it any way you want.
Don't wear it like this, please. Don't. Don't do this. Don't do this.
They're all wrong, but we can't legally stop you. To learn more about your steam frame, visit this link.
It was funny. It was absolutely funny. Absolutely funny. Yep. It's absolutely funny. I do like what they did there. Here. And then, so this is interesting because it already starts showing a few things about the ergonomics and how you can adapt the ergonomics to you on the steam frame because we never saw this. They talked about it, but didn't actually show it. And here we are. Now we know how the adjustment and so on actually works. Because before, the way things were being shown, God damn it, where was it? The way things were being shown, this always seemed like it was rigid. It didn't actually like adapt or slide. But now we know that this thing slides up and down on this. Now we know. Which is, this makes sense suddenly. I'm sorry, my throat has been acting up lately. A lot actually. But anyway. So yeah, we have this. This is actually really nice. So we know how this works now. Next.
This wheel, what we call the IPD wheel, lets you adjust the spacing between the lenses until the picture you see through them looks good. What does good mean?
What is interesting about this here? They're showing Half-Life, Alex.
Well, it's...
But here's the interesting thing. This is not the PC version.
It's a subjective mix of focus, sharpness, and over...
This is not the PC version. This is the Steam frame version that they didn't announce yet. Because the texture quality is different on this wall and everything here.
Overall optical comfort.
So, in this little trailer here that is showing how to use the IPD and so on, they show something they didn't announce yet, which is Half-Life Alyx, native for the Steam frame, to play it without needing a PC. It's kind of wild that they did that. It's very wild, actually. This is here. But technically it makes sense because you would be seeing this when booting your Steam frame for the first time, or among the first few times you would be seeing this. And this was leaked by accident, and then they deleted it. So you would only be seeing this when you already knew that this existed. But we're seeing it ahead of time. So we just got a preview of Half-Life Alyx Steam Frame Edition, which is hilarious.
You'll know it when you see it. Once you've found a setting you like, you can use the IPD lock to keep the lens.
This is fucking important. This is genius. An IPD lock right here. Why is it genius? If there's one thing that pisses me off with any VR headset, is that when you adjust your IPD, you know, interpopular distance thing. Hi Violet, hi. Back on stream. Hope you're doing well. Is that see your stream so far? Yes, isn't it? You might have to get used to it actually. You might have to get used to it. Yeah, no problem, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Um, like any headset, sometimes when putting it on, maybe your nose will touch the lenses and move the IPD. This happens a lot with the Quest 3, the Quest Pro, the Quest 3S, the Quest 2 less so, but a little bit. Is bad the IPD. Yep, exactly. I hate using my Quest 3 because I know that every time I put it on my face, this shit changes. Or is different because when I took it off, I touched the lenses or something. Or this area around the lenses because, and so this thing is always shifting. And the Steam frame was like, yeah, just lock it. And it doesn't shift. It's like, it's such an obvious thing, right? It's such an obvious thing, you would think, but here we are. At least Val thought about it. So you can adjust it, lock it, and no more shit. Happy, happy times. Fantastic. It'll just stay there unless the lock breaks, I guess, but please don't break the lock.
Lenses in that position for future sessions.
Another thing with Quest 2. The Quest 2, way less. You actually need to be very aggressive with your headset to cause that shift because the Quest 2, unlike the Quest 3 and the 3S and the 1 and the Index and the Pico headsets and so on, the Quest 2 only has 3 settings, so they kind of self-lock. It's like tuck, 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 there's these 3 settings. So unless you're aggressive, it kind of like locks because it's just 3 things, right? So the Quest 2, we don't have that issue, or not as much. But all the others that I mentioned have a little scroll wheel, like the Steam frame to adjust it. So they're just, like a little thing. They're just moving on this thing. So even grabbing the thing, putting it on, if your nose touches the inner side here, it could shift the IPD. It happened to me way too many times, especially the Quest Pro. Because the way the Quest Pro is built, it's easy to touch this with your face when putting it on. So it's constantly shifting. It's annoying as shit. This prevents it. It's locked. Done. That's it.
To learn more about your Steam frame, visit this link.
And here we go. Next one.
Hey there.
Hi.
These videos will step you through everything you need to know to get up and running with your new Steam frame.
Unboxing.
Let's start with something simple. Opening the box. Inside the box,
I will mention this also. So the way that Valve is doing these boxes, may it be for the Steam Deck, the Steam controller, and from what we're seeing, the Steam frame, the box itself is a case for the devices. That's where I'm storing my Steam controller, for example. When I'm not using it, I'm keeping it in the box because the box open and the controller is just there. Just sitting on it securely in this thing. And then I take it off when I use it and put it back on. It's a small box. And this seems to be designed the same way. It's a case. You're not using it. Put it there. No dust. No anything. It's just there. It's really smart how they're doing this. They did it even with a Steam Deck, which has there's 2 different cases, right? Because the case of the Steam Deck, for the higher end version at the time, had its own actual carry case, which is funny. So this case was a carry case, so it's its own case, literally. But even the cardboard box of the Steam frame is a case. For the Steam Deck was a case. So Steam frame is the same thing, essentially. This is its own case. Just you're done, put it there. Done. It's pretty cool. Unless you need to charge it, of course. But otherwise, it's its own case.
You'll find a Steam frame headset, a pair of controllers,
See how you just
an eye
pick it
relief
up?
spacer, particularly useful if you wear glasses, a wireless adapter, which will
This is
ensure a
important.
great experience for streaming
Hi,
games from your
hi.
PC,
Oh, that's
an
right.
information booklet, and a USB-C
This is a very important part. An information booklet. What did they do with
booklet, and
it? Throw it away. Because they know everyone does the same shit. Oh, information booklet. Hey, word paper. Trash. It's an evil raccoon. Yes, it is. Hi, Angel. Hi.
and a USB-C cable. The headset ships in a power-saving mode. To get things set up for the first time, you will need to use the supplied USB cable to plug the headset into a power source.
Dos. Yep.
Next, hold the power button down until the LED turns white. Press the Steam buttons to turn on your VR controllers. Now, you can
I gotta show this again. So, this was shown before. But now we're actually seeing, like, very clearly what's here. Full buttons. There's full controller buttons. You have the two analogs. And full buttons, D-pad. And also, this angle doesn't show it, but you also have all the triggers. Yeah, it's a controller in two parts. So, yes. So you got full controls in this thing. This thing uses full controls. It's not just partial buttoning thing like usually VR uses. This is like, it's a full thing. It's a full thing. Everything is there.
Now, you can unplug the headset and continue getting things set up. To learn more about your Steam frame, visit this link.
Okay, next.
Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter to provide the
This is
best
important.
quality streaming from
This
your
is
Steam
important.
machine or VR-compatible PC.
This is
To
important.
set up wireless streaming, log into the same Steam account on both your headset and your PC. Plug your wireless adapter into the PC, and Steam will guide you through pairing your devices and installing Steam VR. Once this is done, VR streaming will automatically utilize the dedicated adapter link or your local Wi-Fi network, or both at the same time, like one supercharged
We didn't know this was a thing. This is a very, very important thing. We have a dedicated dongle to reduce interference, but if you have set up Wi-Fi network, you can use both at the same time. Bandwidth just grows. Distance included, but primarily the bandwidth of this thing and speed just grows because it uses both at the same time. This explains, I was actually talking about this in my Discord channel, in the VR section. This explains why the Steam VR menu lets you, like when you're manually setting up the network bandwidth to use, it has a ridiculously high value. Like the maximum cap of it is stupidly high. Nothing uses that. Nothing can do that. Except this. This can do it. Now we know why that little slider goes way higher than anything. because of this. It's already thinking of this. Because it definitely was not the Quest 3 that could do it. It was definitely not the Quest 3 that could do it. Definitely not the Quest Pro that could do it. Or the Picos, or anything. It's this. It's this combination of the dongle and your Wi-Fi. Both together. Just, you know, both together do a very interesting thing. Which is cool.
Connection. Games that are
We didn't know
available
about
for
this.
streaming
This is new.
will appear in your headset Steam library.
What did they show? That. Of course.
Click Stream to play them wirelessly. To learn more about your Steam frame, visit this link.
So this is a very important thing, you know. It's very interesting that you can actually do that.
Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter to provide
Using this thing just for, you know, maximum awesome, basically, together with your Wi-Fi. So use one, the other, or both. Let's go. Anyway, next. Human jump scare.
In VR, better comfort improves immersion. That's why we created the Ergonomic Accessories Kit. It contains a set of 3 comfort-focused attachments.
Goopy kid.
Controller hand straps, a top head strap, and an extended light blocker.
Yes.
The hand straps, as the name implies, keep your controllers strapped to your hands. Useful for people who like to really immerse their hands in the action or just relax them between intense bouts of gripping. The top head strap improves weight distribution and provides extra headset stability. It's great for games that require a lot of moving and head bobbing. Finally, while the standard light blocker that comes packaged with the Steam frame works for the majority of people, there can be some light bleed for users with small noses. Just more bad news for people with small noses? No. In fact, the opposite. The extended light blocker.
This is interesting that they mention this because as someone that doesn't necessarily have a very big nose, if I'm wearing a Quest 2 or a Quest 3, it's there's this massive light bleed from below. That I can literally see the world outside from under the thing. If I'm using a Quest 2 or a Quest 3 headset. So this is the thing that I suffered with. And the Quest Pro works differently. But with the Quest 3 and so on, this happened a lot. Even with Pico headsets, a lot. Solution. Here's the solution. Just a bigger light blocker. Makes sense for people with small schnozzes like me.
Has these longer flaps that help seal the area between the frame and your tiny nose. We understand this sounds like a joke, but it's a real problem that the extended light blocker solves.
I can confirm.
To learn more about your Steam frame, visit this link.
It is indeed an actual problem for people with small nose VR headsets. There's always like massive light bleed. I don't think it's tiny, but it's small, yeah. It's definitely a small nose. Do you have a makeshift? No, I just live with it. Right now, the way it is, since, you know, I don't have the Steam frame, right? So, yet. You have a delicate little nose. No. So, you know, right now, what I do is I just live with it. You know, it's just gonna bleed. I have a huge sniffer. See, so you probably won't need the extra long blocker, right? I probably will. Um, which is funny when I think about it. Um, but we'll see, right? It even depends on how how the thing sits on your face and all that, right? Um, maybe I won't need it. Maybe I will. Who knows? We'll find out. But at least this is a thing, right? This is a thing. Pause. What pause? Where's the pause? Where's the pause? I mean, the video is paused. Yes, the video is paused. So I like the thing. I'll send you an interesting link about the frame. Did you? Let me check. I am sorry. Let me peek into it. You send me a link. Oh yeah, yes, that's actually a good link. Yeah. I forgot about it. I actually saw it earlier, and I didn't add it to my thing. Thank you. I forgot to add it to my lineup of things to show off. Um, this is my nose. I'm Jewish, so you accuse of promoting a stereotype. Nice. Okay, we close this one now. We're going for the next one. This one is very complicated. Let me just set this up to have this one ready. We're not going to look at it right now. Later. First this.
Let's start with the right-hand strap. Grab your controller and remove the battery door. Next, untie and remove the lanyard.
This is curious.
Now, take the new right-hand strap and replacement door. The bottom buckle aligns perfectly with the groove at the base of the controller. Press it firmly into place, then rotate it clockwise by 90 degrees until you hear a click.
Snap.
Next, feed the upper strap through one of the mounting slots. Use the upper slot for smaller hands, or the lower slot if you have bigger hands and want a roomier fit. Secure.
Which means I'll be using the lower slot because my hands are not necessarily big. My hands are not necessarily big. So it kind of works out.
The strap using the Velcro fastener. Then, flip the controller door over and slide it back into place until it clicks. Finally, slide your hand through the strap and tighten it until it feels secure. Comfortable, but locked in for gameplay. Now, simply repeat the exact same steps for the left-hand side controller, but mirrored.
Small grip. Yes.
To learn more about your Steam frame, visit this link.
Smaller grip, yeah. So this is interesting. It's like release night yet. Considering this is leaked out now, we're talking about that. Is this petite? No, I am 5'6". Okay, that's actually not big. Okay, that's fair. That's not tall. I know that's not tall. Okay. I already have friends making fun of my head. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because you kind of just slip it. There's a lot of like twists and turns to it, but once you like look at it properly, it makes sense the way it works, right? Sorry about that. I have my coffee here. I'm drinking my coffee as we go, which is kind of funny when you think about it. So, okay, we can close this one. Next.
To install the top strap and light blocker, start by removing the face gasket. Then, locate the three release latches on the headset. The first is positioned at the top, near the forehead area. The other two are located near the bottom, around the cheekbone area. Slide each latch fully inward until the red mark becomes visible. Then, gently separate the headset core module.
This thing. The headset itself, the actual thing, is just this tiny thing. Nice tiny motion controls actually just sit. I know, right? Isn't that great? This is the thing. This is the actual headset. Is this tiny little thing right there. That thing. Just that. That's it.
Now, remove the current light blocker and replace it with your new one. Once installed, Reattach the headset core module.
This thing again.
Don't forget to lock all
I
3
like the
latches
click
back
on
into
this.
place. You'll know they're locked when the red marks
Yes,
completely
doing
disappear.
magic and miracles, yeah.
Next, grab the top strap buckle and slide it into the notch at the top of the headset. Then, rock it toward you until you hear a click.
This is very interesting how they do the modular design and factory mod is such a big deal for some of the yeah. So this is actually really nice also, the way they're doing this. Because pretty much every headset that has something like this, you have to like attach a thing, slide thing under, and pull it and then adjust. And if it's wrong, open, adjust again, close again. And this is like it's click. That's it. Just click. Just done. So just click. Yep, seeing how it works, maybe a frame makes it's a frame work. Wow. It's a framework. That's actually genius, yeah.
Finally, open one of the rear side guides and fit it over the back section of the head strap.
You just do that.
Repeat the same step on the
It's a
opposite
frame
side.
steam. Frame steam. Yes.
To learn more about your steam frame,
That's
visit
it.
this link.
And I am sure gasps in Spanish.
Once installed, the
Where is it?
headset
Because of this thing being separate, what happens is that companies can do entire face things. They can do entire like head straps from scratch, where this thing just goes and clicks. You know, you just click it in. That's it. It's done. Just you know, which is pretty fucking great how they're doing this. Just you know, that's cool. So this is almost like so what they're gonna do because it's what Valve always does. They did it with the original Steam controller. They did it with the Steam Deck. They did it with the second version of the Steam controller and with the Steam machine, and they're gonna do it with this one too, which was release the CAD files, the detailed CAD files of the device, so you can make your own accessories. May you be someone with a 3D printer. I wish I had one day. Or a company that makes stuff to do accessories like Bobo VR and so on. I am sure Bobo VR is gonna jump on this. I'm sure Bobo VR will jump on this. And JSOX, whatever, are probably gonna jump on this too. Because they're accessory makers. Just buy a 3D printer. I wish they were cheaper, you know, because I do want one precisely because of this. Which is probably funny, but you know. And not just that, I actually want to prototype a few things, you know. Just have more money. Yeah, it's also money. I'm gonna do like in the movie Obsession, you know. There's a thing, there's a stick, I break it, and I'm like, I wish blah blah blah. And so you can put ears on the frame, admit it. Oh god, no, not ears. But I would definitely do a lot of shit with it. Yeah. I oh sorry about that. I would do a lot of shit for this. Um and also like, you know, prototype figures of myself for potential merch, right? So I've actually I would definitely use a 3D printer to prototype figures, you know, to have merch. because y'all keep asking about it, but I don't have it, right? But I would love to have that, you know, because that'll probably be cool. One day, one day, just get it. Yeah, well, yes, I I already have the money for the. I don't even know the price. That's the thing because of the price increases, right? So I have the money from the Donathon, but I don't even know if it's going to be enough. But Silo already said that he'd help cover whatever I'm missing uh, to get it. Uh, because I probably wouldn't even be able to afford the frame because of the price increases. We don't even know the price yet. But I got a feeling it's going to be more than the Donathon was. I'm not a feeling. I'm pretty sure it'll be more than Donathon. So Silo's going to be like helping. He actually said that um, during my, I think it was the birthday, which was evil and nefarious. So things. So it's complicated. So I wish I could afford a 3D printer. Maybe one day. Today is not the day. Tomorrow is not the day either. So it's going to be an evil thing. So, but this is very interesting, right? Because people can just make their own things, and companies will just be able to do their own straps. Like, I am sure that, like, um, blah, blah, yeah, why is it not you? Anyway, um, but we are. See, look what they do. What did these guys do? It's just this. This is all they do. Accessories for VR and AR. Basically, XR. That's all they do. See? Fully custom headbands and head straps and head mounts and chargers. Blah, 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 blah. See? So, with those CAD files in hand, these guys are gonna go crazy with shit. You know, these guys are just gonna go crazy with this shit. I am sure they're gonna go insane with accessories and so on. It's gonna be crazy. Just saying, it's gonna be crazy. Which is gonna be cool too. So I am really curious to see what happens afterwards. You know, like will like Globular Kid, which is another maker of VR accessories, do stuff? Probably. Is Bubble VR doing? Yes. I am sure. Will Kiwi Designs? Forgot about the earlier stream. It's okay, you're still on time. Welcome, welcome. So it's gonna be an interesting thing to see what they do. Because it's a whole world of crazy opportunities. Crazy opportunities. Um, because it's all very much. In Japan, there are bleh, I can't speak. In Japan, there are XR glasses, such autofocus that you can program it to do correction. They will correct your vision. They'll even adjust the correction based on where it's focused. And I'm like, import what? I know, right? That's kind of crazy. Words are hard. I know. Yes, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Oh, Jeebus. Hi, hello. Words are very hard. You have no idea. Words are like the hardest possible thing in the entire universe. uh, but anyway, random words go. It's the Deadpool attack, which is from Moon Knight. Random bullshit go. He kind of just throws that to another. Indeed, words, fucking words. Yes, words, fucking words. Yes. Welcome to my dyslexia. I do have reading dyslexia. I do have reading dyslexia. Um, Anyway, here we go. Next thing is another interesting thing is speculation, okay? This is speculation. A lot of this speculation. And what they have here is Steam controller, May 4th. Steam machine, June 29. Both Mondays, 56 days apart. Imagine. Imagine. But let me throw a monkey wrench into this, right? If I remember, let me actually, because I think it was Hardware Steam that posted this. Where was it? Let me. Oh, I want to see all because Twitter has this very obnoxious thing now that when you're looking at your posts, it doesn't default to all. It defaults posts. So if you did any retweet that you're looking for, it does not show it, which is fucking obnoxious. Stop changing shit. Oh my god. Hot drop, bong, only midnight. Didn't get announced today on show. So, and where is it? And it was indeed a repost. I know. Hi, welcome stream. Hi. Pretty well. Oh yes, Half-Life Alyx is getting a shit ton of updates in a new build. So the current build of Half-Life Alyx that you can play internally got changed. It has a new name called Old Build. It's literally Old Build, and the new one has ARM stuff in it, which is basically the new build. To also be Steam Frame compatible. See what I mean? See what I'm talking about here? But anyway, the post that this. Okay, fun fact. See the thing here? August, the Monday. You know, renerding on a lot of stuff. You know, so 56 days after that is August 24, a Monday. You know what else is also on August 24, a Monday? Valve's official 13th anniversary is August 24, a Monday. I'm so hyped for it, yes. So, this August 24th is a day of utmost importance. For many reasons. So, just expect things. Next week, expect things. I expect things. At most, and a coincidence? I think not. I think not. Ha! Ha! Yes. Yes, I did a meme. Is older than Google. Oh, Valve has been going for a very long time. Very long time. It's actually pretty fucking crazy when we think about it. Everything points to this day. Will it be the release date? We don't know. Can it be an announcement date? Yes. There's that. Why do I say this? Because I think it's in 10 days, which is a week after this, is Gamescom. Going to live at least 200 years. I know, right? I know, right? And the things after Valve stopped making games. Snark. Nice. Because a week after this is Gamescom. And we know that some games already announced that they are gonna have a Steam frame version and that it will be shown at Gamescom. So there's a lot of crazy shit going on that kind of points at this Monday and Gamescom shit. So like, see what I mean? You know, it's like there's this thing, there's this thing. Um, so Gamescom will probably be big. Not to mention Ananta is going to be at Gamescom. You know that the open world anime GTA that people talk about and been calling it. So that's also going to be at Gamescom. Gamescom will be very interesting. That's for fucking sure. So we got this. And Gamescom, which is on the 13th, I think. Wasn't it? Wait, when is Gamescom? Gamescom 2026. Gamescom Global. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Gamescom games, GTA, but free and good, not locked to a stupid console. Yes, and it'll be on everything. So you know, yeah, 5 days, all exhibitors. Who cares about this worthless piece of shit? Anyway, hi Jester, hi. Thank you for the beds. Hope you're doing well. Do they show Ananta here? I'm gonna be upset if they don't. You know. Oh, they're gonna show Xenoverse 3. Yay! Yay! Everything but Xbox. Yeah, that's actually. Thank you for the follow, big. Algo stream happens out here. So we're gonna get some interesting stuff. You know, like things. Lots of things will happen at this Gamescom in Valve's anniversary. 8 posts, 8 warnings. What is this? What is this? Anyway. Uh anyway. uh okay. Anyway. So let's stop looking at my notifications. Let's stop looking at my notifications. Um next. Did I close this? No, okay, it's nothing. Okay. Hi. This is very, very interesting. I want to show this, okay? So why is this interesting and important? Which is Fluxpose, right? This is gonna pair so well with the same frame. You know, just saying that. So like very interesting. Veer times ahead. Very interesting. So let's look at this. This video is actually impressive. Why is it impressive? Because the person is gonna use a trampoline. Which is impressive because it's showing off the tracking of the Fluxpose without base stations. They're outside too. Yes, they're outside too, meaning they are using the long range antenna for this demonstration. It's a case of everything that could go wrong is in this demonstration. Extreme motions, long range from the source, and you're in VR wirelessly with a tracking that can fail potentially, but it's not. Set up your whole room. Oh yeah, you don't need anything. The downside, rain. Long range seems like an understatement. Dude is using one of Musk's satellites. Yeah, I know, right? Because, like, okay, let me do this again, right? So we don't need odd calibrations anymore with this thing. Um, you just put shit on. That's it. You just put shit on. That's it. Your headset is your origin point. Everything works in relation to the headset using a magnetic field. Don't go out in the rain. Yes. Planned to be released around November. Yes, November, December, because there's gonna be like multiple batches, right? Um, but it'll be around that time. Yes, it'll be around that time. November, December, because multiple batches. I don't know in what batch I'm at yet. I don't know if I'm gonna be in the first batch or the second batch. Around that, I did. I'm in the pre-order period, so I know I'll be in one of those. So I guess worst case scenario, I may receive this in January. Worst case scenario, I'll receive this in around January. Um, very likely that I'll get it around November, December, you know. And then I'll be pairing this shit with the Steam frame. With this long range thing, which means it would be the fantastically coolest possible ever Christmas gift. Yes. Yes, it would. It absolutely would. Yes. Um, so my evil nefarious plan of using the long range antenna with this and the Steam frame to actually use my entire house will be possible. I mean, look at this. Do you know where the person's PC is in this entire scenario? Do you see the fucking house over there? Do you see the house? Because this is not the first video. I'll need to inform my roomie about some of this. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because this is not the first video that this person posts about it, right? So there was another one that they posted before that they show where the PC is. Hi, Mariah. Hi, hi. The PC is in that house with the long range antenna. Yep. I mean, body tracking like on her knees. Yes, it's you wearing on everything. Poor dog, you'll be confused as hell. You're walking around full of your kid. Yes. Oh, poor dog, Albert. Hi. I left your stuff. I left your stuff in your Discord. Um, I don't know if you saw it yet, but let's just. So, that's where the PC is. Because a lot of people are like, maybe they just have a laptop next to them or something, you know? And so in one of the videos, they actually showed where the PC was with the long range dongle, and they walked out of the house with the tracking active, right? Um, thank you for the shout out. Thank you. I keep forgetting about that. I'm sorry, everyone. Um, so, so basically, that's where the PC is. That's far as fuck. Going through the house's own walls too, on top of that, right? Oh, right, this thing is covering. Shit. But you saw the house earlier, right? In the distance. So basically, it's inside a house, in a room, going through the room's walls to capture you outside. Right? So this is super far away. This is crazy far away. It's the cathedral. Yes. The cathedral. The thing is just covering it. So, the PC is there. And despite the distance, we have two views. We have three views, technically. We have what's happening in real life, what is being seen inside VR, and the view. So you can see that everything is tracking correctly. See? Despite the jumping, everything is tracking right. And we see it by the model. But it's just working. It just works. But it's not a meme. It just works, but it's not a meme. It actually works. Which is fucking crazy. They're doing crazy shit. This is very close to Ready Player One, yes. Because there's like nothing. There's no obstructions. Just we can see like here's the trackers, foot tracker, knee tracker. This is the belt the belt tracker. Are they wearing shoes on the trampoline? Yes, they were indeed wearing shoes on the trampoline. That was maybe not the smartest of ideas the person had. But you know, yep. He going crazy. He going crazy. Yep. So by the way, you can see this is the belt, right? So the the hip strap or hip tracker belt is bigger because this is like the central point. This is where the magnetic field comes from, right? Consider this the base station of this entire system, but you actually wear the base station, so it's always with you. There's no drifting because it's you know you're wearing it. It's there with you. You're wearing it. It can't fail. It does not fail. You're wearing it. It's right there. It's right there. Yeah, it's a mobile base station. Yeah, so and it generates its magnetic field and it does the tracking within the magnetic field. Hitbox, yes, it's a hitbox. Yes, it's a spherical hitbox, and you're inside the hitbox, right? Um, inside the hitbox, think about something. It just tracks. Aim for the weak spot. Yes, yes. So they're here. There's the headset. Is that a Quest Pro? That's a Quest Pro that I use with the globular cluster comfort kit. Yep, that's what it is. That's crazy. Anyway, and then you see this, and it's crazy when you think about it, you know. And it tracks. Let me. Oh yeah, this one is even crazy. Long range dongle, right? They're just using their bike with this thing. Reminder again, the computer is inside the house over there. See the house? And they're just biking. And it's tracking, you know. So reminder, the computer is your friend. Sorry, I had to. This is the weapon to surpass Code Miko's tracking. Yes, since she's still limited inside a place. Oh, see, and you can see it's the full system, see? The same VR with your desktop, blah, blah, blah. Here's another one, see? The VR chat. I'm sorry. The VR chat camera. So they're actually recording this while inside VR chat, but using the green screen option that hides everything around you, and you only see your model. This is the option they're using. They're using the green screen option, so you can only see your model in this preview. That's what they're recording. Um, that's what they're recording, right? So you can see them doing this entire thing, and just you know doing it. The long range dongle in action. Now imagine this with the Steam Frame's own dongle plus Wi-Fi for extra boosted. I don't know. This is actually tricky. Um, because I actually don't know exactly how they're showing the real world here. Um, I know it's possible because I even saw like you know, Brad from Sadly It's Bradley. He does this at times where he does mixed reality. Um, I didn't actually check how this is done yet. Um, I didn't actually check how this is done because curiosity killed the Kathy, I guess. Um, but it's interesting that they're just chilling, walking outside. I suppose we'll change the mic tolerance to the VR thing to the screen. It's you can change it. How expensive tracking is depends. Let me show you. I can actually talk about this. Hi Thar, hi, welcome to stream. Let's talk about Fluxpose again. Because I love talking about this shit, so it's okay. Yes, I had it right here. Of course I had it right here. Okay, so imagine being his neighbor and seeing him randomly ride a bike with all that stuff on his backyard. Yep, the neighbor would be like, the fuck? Like, the fuck? Okay, let's check the purchase. Or cred. Okay, it was tracking perfectly. You were seeing the hands failing. Why? Because the hands are a part of the headset. So that is the Quest Pro. They're using the Quest Pro, the Quest Pro controllers. Quest Pro controllers notoriously fuck up tracking. That's what you saw failing the tracking. It was not these trackers. It was the hand controllers. The Quest Pro hand controllers. Very important to note. They notoriously fuck up. That's what you were seeing. The failures of tracking was just the controllers. Unrelated with this. Just putting that out there. As someone who uses the Quest Pro, I suffer that shit every day. The controllers just saying, nah, I'm good, and tracking just completely obliterates itself. The original red one is kind of difficult to see. It kind of is, yeah. It kind of is. So we purchase. So we have multiple kits, right? Depending on how high fidelity do you want to go with your tracking, right? If you just want the simple tracking of, hip, feet, this is all you need. This is it. This is it. 430. Tracks 3 points. Uh, so this is cheaper. This is more expensive than the slime trackers, right? But slimes do not work the same way. Slimes will drift over time compared with this thing, of course. Uh, Slimes are still good. I'm not dissing the slime trackers. I'm not, okay? Just I'm not dissing the slime trackers. I think they're great. Um, I think they're great and a nice low budget version. What comes out today? Are you hype? I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about Bob. Um, I'm happy that he's there for the people who want him. I personally don't care. I'm not going to use him, but I'm happy for those who do. You know, that kind of thing. This is not including the headset. Yeah, correct. Like the hand controllers are a part of the headset, right? Um, so basically, this will be a cost on top. Uh, so, but this is cheaper. Yeah, I gotta calibrate slime over time. Kind of the main trade-off. Yeah. That's the main trade-off for slime VRs is precisely that. Um, is you'll need to like recenter everything over time. The Bob came out of the closet. Come on. So I'm glad that the slimes exist as an option. They may have that trade-off, but they're also cheaper. Makes sense, right? So you still have pretty okay tracking, gives you full body tracking and all that, so you can freely move and so on. Just remember that over time you'll have to recenter yourself. That's it. You won't have to do that with this because of the way it works. Um, so if you want the simple thing, this will do. And it's cheaper than, let me, do I have Steam? Praise Bob. Where's the Steam hardware? Thank you. Uh, Watch the announcement video. Why is there a broken image over here? I don't know. Okay, what I want is the actual, like, index. Advanced search. Valve index. Let's go with this, okay? Let's go with this. Why isn't it show everything? Okay, here we go. So speed and wait. Yes, yes. So if we look at this system, which right now, this is what I have. This is what I have. The base station system, right? So if we go to Vibe, yes, HTC Vive trackers. Here we go. We're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna do this. We gonna do this. We're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna talk about it. Cookie preferences. Off, 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 off. Save cookie preferences. Okay. Um, products. Let's go Vibe again. So we're gonna do this. We're here. So let's look at this, right? Tracking. So let's go for all the options. Let's go for all the options, okay? Flashbacks. It kind of sounds the same. Again, VR seems to be more for those who have a bit more money to spend. let me let me it's not. It's not. There's a curious misconception here. Is it cheap? No. Is it expensive? Only if you want it to be. So only if you want it to be. Do you what? Oh, you. Okay. The price was appearing. Okay. So you want cheap? Cheapest VR. No body tracking. Okay. No body tracking. Quest 3S. 350. That's it. You got a VR device. Right here. There it is. Boom. There it is. This is it. For the price of 32 gigs, yes. I think getting VR to building a PC can make it as expensive as you want, or as inexpensive as you'd like. Yes, yes, yes. That is perfect way to look at it. Yes. Thank you, Dragon. That was on point. Thank you. That's exactly it, right? So you're for someone who has limited income. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not right, but it's this is the cheapest you can go, or you can go as high as you're able and go like break the bank. And for example, let's talk about this, right? So 3-point tracking, the simplest of all, okay? If every hobby nowadays, yeah, because of the rising cost of stuff, because of I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. You make it in a cave with a bunch of scraps. That's literally how this was made. This was made in a cave. Well, a garage, but counts as a cave, right? Um, That's how this was made. This was a dude in a garage with a bunch of scraps that had an idea, put this together, and then showed it off, you know? And everyone went fucking crazy. Everyone just went insane with this shit. MacGyver made it. That's literally it. The dude is absolutely the MacGyver of this entire shit, right? Showing my age. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. You're right. Anyway, Forever 21. Forever 21. Forever 21. No one will know. Or MacGyver VR. Round of applause for Dwagon. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was fantastic. That was great. That was well done. That was perfection. That was perfection. That was perfection on every level. Every minute detail, just perfect, perfect. Homelander, you know, Homelander name. Anyway, my name is those. Yes, those perfection, perfection. Yep, that was great. Well done, well done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, so decline. Or we might even call it mediocre. Mediocre. Witness me. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Here I am. Here I am, dun 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 dun, rocking like a hurricane. I just showed my age with that one. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Anyway, anyway, so prices of things. So this is the cheapest you can go for VR. And now let's, what Dwagon just said, let's put it to the test. Okay? Let's expand on this. Let's expand on this, right? You can go as cheap. Forever 21 noted. You're damn fucking right. Um, let's go with this. This is the cheapest. 350. Quest 3S. It's a very decent experience, I think. It's a very decent experience. I'm not gonna diss on the hardware. I'm just gonna diss on the fact that it's connected to Meta. Okay? That is shit. Just putting that out there. The part that is related with Meta is shit. The hardware is not at fault. The hardware is good. Okay? Just putting that out there. Um, the hardware is good. Okay? Just, is it as good as the Steam frame? No, of course not. No, it's not. But is it good for this price? Yes. For this price, you can't get better. That's the point. For this price, you can't get better. That's that's the reality of it. The reality of it is you can't get better than this at this price. That's unbeatable price right now in VR. This is an unbeatable price. And you can add to it, right? You can add to it. So but let's start looking at all the other options, right? So let's say the base stations, right? If you're gonna do, if you want accuracy, that is not the flux bus, because the flux bus right now is probably the most flexible system because it doesn't suffer from occlusion. There's no base stations. It's a magnetic field that goes through everything, right? So there's no like no occlusion possible in this shit. It's just gonna work, right? It's just gonna work. which is the cool part, right? Um, shit, I accidentally clicked on it. Okay, here we go. I can see everything again. 430 euros in this case, but it's like $450 essentially. Um, I'm seeing because I'm in Europe, I'm seeing euros as a price. If you were in the US, this would actually auto change to US price, which is like 450, or something like that. Um, this is a fully working system. If you want to add to have the same level of fidelity, to call it something, this still gives you more, but let's go with the bare minimum. This is the bare minimum. Let's go with the bare minimum for base station VR. Each base station. Oh, the price went up. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. So, okay. The price went up. For light USD. Okay, 470. Thank you, Bart. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so it's actually a bit cheaper for USD. Fantastic. Uh, light USD at 417. Okay, pretty good. That's pretty great, honestly. And you get the entire thing. Isn't it awesome? Anyway, so Jesus Christ, holy crap! You need for something that is like I'll just put two cans so I can't trash, just like that one thing from Nintendo. Yeah, it was the Wii, the tracking bar thing. Yes. You just put two candles and it would work like that because it was just tracking any light source, anything. You could even put your phone in front of it with an IR emitter. It would work. I actually tried this. It was crazy. It did work. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Um, so you will need two base stations. This is a thing. Do you want base station tracking? You need two, not just one. Except one is 245. Jesus Christ. One is 245. It's crazy. Um that's, that's fucking mental. But let me use base station 5. I despise base stations. I hate them, but I use them because all I got. To get yes, it's cheaper to get the Fluxpos than two base stations. 245 times 2, 490 already. Hi, Gata-san. Hi, hi. Mental. Fucking mental. So, and then you get the trackers, right? We're gonna go with the same thing as this. God, no base stations. I don't want to install anything like it. Yes. So this is 3 points. So that would mean three trackers, right? Three of these. 150 each. Yes. Plus 150. Plus 150. Plus 150. Ta-da-da-da. To get the simplest base tracking. The simplest base station tracking. 940 for two base stations. And three trackers. Your gathering is apparently being heavily reworked for bad feedback. I don't think they've learned from feedback from Concord, but they better be reworking that. It's going to be a disaster. And if you go to Fluxpos, it's cheaper to get the full kit of Fluxpos than 2 base stations and 3 trackers. 3 trackers. This is insanity. Okay? This is insanity. If you're going to get the equivalent, let's say you want base station tracking. Why the fuck would you want that worthless piece of shit? But let's assume you want it. Okay? Let's assume you want. Before that, I'm going to show the other option. There's another option too. The other option is the ultimate trackers. What are the ultimate trackers? It's another option of full body tracking by Vive without the base stations. Yeah, 240 a tracker. This is if you want to buy extra trackers. Okay? This is if you want extra trackers. If you just want the basic of everything for ultimate trackers. To note, I'm not going to diss on these. When they work really well. Okay? I'm not dissing here. We're just talking prices. You can buy some Vienna. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, thank you. If you can say it to me on Discord, I'll open that too, and we compare everything. Yes. That'll be great. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Let me grab that. Yes, it's still comparable. Yes. It's okay. I got it. Woo! Something just scrolled all the way down. We're gonna leave this for later. Leave that for later. So this is still more expensive. This is like even more expensive than the core kit, which is medium, which also gives you shoulders, right? Basically, this gives you shoulder and elbow tracking on top. Okay? So it's 5 points. So you get hip, left foot, right foot, elbow, and shoulders because you use one tracker for elbows and shoulders, right? So you have the shoulder and you have the elbow, and it's being tracked by a single tracker because you kind of put it like in the middle of your bicep. You know, it goes in the middle of your bicep with the thing. You put it there, and it tracks both things, right? So that's how it works. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Yes. So, Ultimate Trackers, the cheapest possible you can go with it, is still a lot. Do they work? Yes. Okay. I'm not dissing the tracking or its functions. This works. Okay. This is good. I have very good examples of it because I know people who use these, like Squirt uses these, for example. Then tracking is pretty fine. My flat attempt at being humorous. It worked out. It was good, I think. So so far, Fluxpose still wins, even with this one. Slime. Let's go for the slimes now. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you. Let's go with the slimes now. What do we got? Lower body set. This is the cheapest, right? So this is what gives you the equivalent of this and the equivalent of, where's my calculator? Of this initial price down. Oh no, this is it. Right, anyway. This is the cheapest with base stations. With base station, the cheapest is 940. Crazy. That's just insane. Cheapest with Flexpos, 430, right? Cheapest with Ultimate Tracker, 690. It's essentially 700. With slimes, cheapest 220 plus shipping, I guess. So might be a little bit more, but still, first cut is the cheapest. It's not the deepest. It's the cheapest. Yes. So and you got these things, right? And this is like for the basic, it's just legs and hip, feet, legs, hip. This is it. This is 5 because to fully track it, you put um, a tracker on your on each foot, a tracker on each knee, and then a tracker on your head. That's how it works. That's how this works. In math, you can remove the V2.0 at a base station compatible VR kit, which has the BS and the kit, so we could see the actual price. I don't think there's the kits don't exist anymore because they're no longer sold. That is the problem. Um, like at least officially, kits with base stations no longer exist. It does make sense, yeah. Which technically buying a kit would be slightly cheaper. Yes. Uh, the problem being there's no more kits. That does not exist anymore. It's because it's base stations are now considered deprecated stuff. The slime VR USD. Yeah. Is it? Let's find out. Let's see if the Vive. It's not. So, so they don't sell the Vive Pro anymore. That's good to know, I guess. Um, that's actually kind of scary, not gonna lie. That is actually kind of scary. No, it's okay. I didn't know either. I actually thought it was still there, but it's not. So, um, wait, is this the only headset they have now? I'm sorry. Cheapest option for slime in euros is 188. Okay. Wow, that's if we compare in euros, yeah, that is like shit, that's way cheaper. Yeah, so you can essentially buy this full body set, not a deluxe, just this one here. And the highest is 588. Okay, highest is 588. So you can get the highest and still be cheaper than this medium set, right? And the medium set, which is something to keep in mind, right? And the cheapest is less than half the price of the cheapest of Flux Post. Issues being, of course, the 545, even cheaper. Thank you, the Bible. So, it's like you're just here. You're buying the cheapest accuracy without drifting and no base stations. That's basically it. Here, you're buying the cheapest accuracy in all the options. Here is the cheapest option. And I think this is about Slime VR. It came like over a year past its original. Yeah, so yeah, the slime trackers are infamous for their year-long delays, which is crazy. And Wagon here also has slimes, and as far as I remember, you also got them way, way later. Um, like Insanely so. Insanely so. Uh, so I get it. I get it. Uh, oh, sorry about that. So yeah, it is, yeah, this is game super late. At the time they started, they were going through a lot of issues. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They were. I think I think the problem, which is the thing, it's true that at the start they had that. It's still happening. Technically, that's no longer an issue, but they're still doing that. So I think it's half issues, half not doing good management. Um, a year in advance, got it. Yes, or you know, yeah, sounds about right. Still, you know, cheap. If you're willing to wait, get to see that something never changed. Correct, correct. So if you're willing to wait an undetermined amount of time, slimes, and they're cheap. Ah, so I guess paying for your patience too. You're paying for your patience. Uh, I have another friend also that recently got or bought. She didn't get them yet. She bought them. Uh, wait 10 years to check if it gets cheap. Yes. Um, and you can buy the Slime VR, build up funds, and then buy the headset. Yeah, win-win. Exactly, exactly. And she got the slimes or bought the slimes, and she's already been waiting for 2 months. But it's that thing of the date, the arrival date or shipment date keeps being delayed. 1 week says next week. Next week is the next week. And the next week is the next week. Um, this is how she's seeing the entire thing progressing, and she's pissed. She's pissed. Let's say that she's actually very upset at it. Um, that it's been delayed week after week for the past 2 or 3 months or something. Actually, I think it's 3 months now. So God only knows when she's gonna get it. God only knows she's gonna get it, but that's how it's going. Um, so, but if we talk strictly the price, this is the cheapest. This is this is the next cheapest with the best accuracy right now. Get her money back. Yeah, at that point, yeah. Um, like this is the cheapest with the most accuracy. This is it. This is the cheapest with the most accuracy. This is the next one that is the cheapest with the most accuracy. And finally, we have the base stations, the base station tracking, which is the most expensive and is now deprecated. It's the most accurate until there's interference. Base station tracking is very interference prone. You sneeze, you broke it. It's annoying as fuck. Everyone that has been hanging out with me in VR lately can confirm that this shit drives me up a wall. I'll say this: if Blix was around the time someone was working on their trackers, probably would have waited and got. Yep, yep, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. Yep, that makes total sense. Yep, I absolutely get that. I absolutely understand that. Yep. So I'm gonna close that. I closed the thing. So that's why I'm really, really Really. But I'm yeah, yeah, I know. If it works, it's all good. Surprised you didn't break. Well, it's been a while that I've been in VRC. Ah, indeed you should. Well, actually, I did break something already. Ashley did. If you remember, there was that, you know, fateful Monday that one of my controllers was just not. And I just chucked it. It was the first time that I chucked something because I was like, yeah, yep. How bad did you break it? The controller is open. I can see the internals. I'm surprised it still works at all, actually. It actually still works, but I can see its insides now. That is the thing. Yep. Like, I'm very patient. So for something to completely like cause me to rage at that point, it was a day that we were all hanging out. You were there when I checked that. You're the trouble. I just, I was just so pissed off, and I just grabbed the controller. I took it off my hand and just threw it into a wall because I was that pissed off. I even grabbed not the headset, not the headset itself, my phones, and I just threw them to the. Fortunately, it was just the the couch, but the controller went to the wall. I am a hi. So that's good, thank you. I'm pretty well. But the controller was really, really just. It was not tracking correctly and drifting constantly back and forth for half an hour. Half an hour. And I just got to a point, I was like, motherfucker, and just threw it into a wall. Boom. It still works. I don't know how. I was there, but you didn't say anything about it breaking. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually mention it. Yes. Been relaxing, had a good time. Oh, nice. Awesome. Happy to hear that. There's just, yeah, I remember you hearing that day was acting up, so maybe you didn't hear it. I'm sure everyone heard when it went clang into the wall. Yes. I'm pretty sure everyone heard through the microphone when it went clang into the wall. Because I even remember, like, just walking away for a moment, so everyone just saw me just dragging my controllers until their tracking died. Thinking about, oh, I already ordered this. I already ordered this one. Yeah, I already ordered this one. I don't know if I'm the first or second batch, but so I may get it like November, December, January at most. But didn't hear anything. Okay, so you didn't. Oh, what's that? Hi, Wolf. Hi, hi. There's the grapevine. Yep. It's the Fox Pose. It's because we're talking about the you know, we're talking about the Steam frame. Then we talked about this, and I was showing it off. Um, I did the Kickstarter campaign, Pro Kit too. Awesome. Okay, so yeah. I did that too. So hopefully we'll both get it at the same time. So, and I was so the controller works, even though like I can see its internals. It still drifts. It'll keep drifting, you know. Um, well, if there's one thing is that these controllers are somewhat durable. Yeah, I'm surprised that it didn't just explode. It just broke the externals, and the internal is still working. I stopped using it though because I don't know how good it is. I've just been using the Quest Pro controllers temporarily until the Steam frame comes out. If you get it at the same time, then you live in California in my apartment. Oh, I see you're here to steal them. Yeah. I mean, what? I'm innocent, I swear. Kathy buys multiple kinds of air controls, shows them to see which ones are the most durable. That'd be that'd be hilarious. Terrifying, but hilarious. Absolutely. Yes. It would be very much terrifying, but hilarious. Nokia brand VR controllers. Yes, those would be the most durable, indestructible controllers ever made. Nokia branded. Yes. Shit, I kind of wish Nokia did VR controllers now. That'd be great, you know? oh, 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 oh. Ah, okay, so I actually spoke with a lot of people that do have these test things, right? There'd be no stopping them. You're damn right. Like, I didn't talk with this person directly, but I did speak with others. Um, I did speak with others that do have this, testing kit. They probably get bought out and quality would massively drop. I know, right? That is true. I'm trying to. What is this? Yep. Today I tested an early version, long range dongle through stone walls. Here we go. This is the thing that I said. That's where the person's PC is. See? Look at the walls. And in those videos, they're showing it outside. The PC is still inside. Look at them just walking around. Look at them just walking around the house. Those are very thick walls. And it's still tracking. Everything is fine. That's adorable. That's adorable. Just saying. Anyway. See, now they're stepping out. They're stepping out. And we're still going. This is crazy. You know? And then later outside, damn, didn't think I would need the long range one, but now that is, isn't it? Isn't it? So let's picture this, right? You saw where the computer was. You saw where the computer was. You saw where the person walked around, right? This is them riding a bike outside the house. You saw where the computer was. They're just biking around. Long range dongle. Outside the house. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Trampoline. You know, just this is more than very convincing. This is like sword. I'm very happy that I added the long range dongle to my pre order. let me say that. I'm very happy I added the long range dongle. Yep, yep. I'm very happy. Yep, yep, yep. So I think incredibly long range. Again, I did not. Damn. I'd get on back. Yeah, absolutely. Get it. It's worth it. It's so big. Look at it. It's such a large. Look at this. This is the person. Again, the PC isn't. Kathy, you could go to the streets with that. I could. Yes, considering what we're seeing here. Yes, the person is outside, just chilling. I could go over there. I could walk out of my entire apartment, go to the street with this shit on, and it's still tracking. Go outside is a blasphemy, by the way. But I could. If I wanted, I could. That is the cool part, is if I wanted, I could. And that thing. I could indeed go outside. Why would you? But I could. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? It's absolutely insane when you think about it. Completely crazy shit. Completely insane shit. So, See, this is the person, and there's the person just. That's where you saw the room. where the dongle in the computer was. So you can see them walking around, and it's crazy. It's like just pure insanity right here. That's not it. No. Oh my god, they're trying it with a tricycle. Go outside and touch grass while in VR. Imagine. Oh, interesting. Uh, Two notes. These tests here that they're doing is not with a long range dongle. This is not the long range. This is just the basic thing that they were testing with. So they were closer to the house, if you notice. They didn't actually walk away too much. They were still closer to the house, but still outside. And then with the long range, they go cycling around because shit, son. Shit, son. Um. So yeah, I think I think the long range dongle will be here. Here it is. The problem with the long range dongle is you could do a Goshen splat if your place. That's what I'm gonna do actually. Yeah, I already did that with my office. If everyone that has been on my streams in my office area, that's what I did. I actually did a Goshen splat with using the Quest 3. I used the Quest 3 to Goshen splat the area. Um, and then I modeled the office. I remade the office using the Goshen splats as a guide to have everything in the right place. That's what I did actually. So what I want to do, when I get this thing, um, I'll probably use it with a steam frame too, right? Just solo alchemy. I'm gonna do the same stuff with my entire house. That's my plan. I'm gonna do that with my entire house afterwards. And my plan is to be able to walk around the house. You're too powerful. I'm crazy. That's it. Nay, it's science. Yes, science. Hikuzoda. I'm something of a scientist myself. Something of a scientist myself. Insert lightning. Yes. So yeah, it's gonna be so. Here's an interesting thing for people who ordered the long range dongle during the campaign. This was free. This was free. Or free upgrade to the long range, to call it something. So I actually got the long range one for 0. Yep. Um, long range dongle upgrade was for free during that campaign. It wasn't, but then, like in the last, was it like the last month of the campaign? They were like, okay, the regular dongle, we're deprecating it. Anyone who ordered it with this gets the long range dongle at no added cost. I was like, that was basically my reaction. Like, so I got this thing at no added cost for it. If someone wants it now, it's gonna be this price essentially. Um, so at least I got a. I think I remember seeing it. Yep, yep, yep. And that's when I got it. I was like, yeah, sure, fantastic, no added cost, booyah, you know, kind of thing. Um, I got 2 headset mounts when I got it. One is free because it's the included plus an extra, so I got an extra. Why 2? Because right now I have the Quest Pro, right? I'm using the Quest Pro. But I was thinking the frame as well. And I was like, I don't know what will come out first. because we didn't know announcements or anything. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna have both headset mounts. So I got the Quest Pro headset mount and the Steam Frame headset mount because I didn't know what would come first. Uh, a spare is also good, yeah. So, just in case I need to swap around headsets or something, I'll be ready, essentially. Um, so it's all good. Just in case a swap is needed, something, you never know, like you said. Yep. So I'll be ready to use the Fluxpos with both uh, the Quest Pro and the Steam Frame. Uh, ignore this. Ignore this. Glove mounts are an interesting thing, but right now I don't have gloves. One day, who knows? But this is the thing. I actually got some of these. I got some of these to use with the current straps I got. Uh, so this will be, to be able to snap the Fluxpos to the current tracker stuff I got, which is nice. Um, sorry. I was selling the adapters too for the EOZ straps. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly why I got it for the EOZ straps. Yep, exactly. Because I have the EOZ straps, so hey, I'm gonna use them. Um, I still got some of the basic straps. Um, because some were already included, so I will get some of the basics. So the rest is just stuff I added, which is it's pretty good. Um, it's a pretty good thing, so it'll be okay. So I got these. I don't remember how many I got. Did I got four, two or four? Mm, one of those. Don't remember which one. How many? I mean, but I got that because yes, this chest strap is. I got something better. I got something better. It's fine. Um, it's not the EOZ chest strap. It's the one thing I don't have the EOZ chest strap for. But so yeah, basically this is gonna be really nice. It's gonna be really nice. The chest strap doesn't look. That's why I didn't get this because boob. Boobs are a thing. If someone wants a proper chest strap, let me show you one. A friend of mine actually showed me this because it's the one she uses and it's boob friendly. Let me grab the link. I will show this. It's Australian link, so pretend it's, whatever. But, it exists in others because I later found it in my own, but she showed me this. Um, So this thing, yes, the example is a male torso. Ignore that. She has boobs. Can confirm. I have boobs. Can confirm. uh, so why is this actually good? Because the way this is made, when you got boobs, forget that when happened. I know it's kind of funny. Um, the funny part about this specific thing is that if you got boobs, the straps are under the boobs. Fascinating, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, this is a good thing. Uh, she recommended this. She says that she literally just wears it like she's wearing like a sports bra because the way it feels when she puts it on, this actually slips under the boobs. The way this thing is just like a sports bra does, and you just have the chest tracker there. Uh, I didn't order it yet, but this is a thing. My tracker dedicated chest strap. I'll have to check that out too. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna I'm gonna be ordering this because I keep having issues with the chest tracking precisely because of boobs are not comfy. Boob does not feel comfy. So this will be a nice assistance to the boob problem. Um, EOZ did make new boob straps. Call it something. I think it's EOZ.com, isn't it? No, it's not EOZ.com. Hold on. What is EOZ then? It's not EOZ.com? Seriously? I thought it was. Oh, EOZ VR. Right. Okay. Yes. EOZ VR. So they do have new boob straps, chest straps, whatever you want to call it. Um, did they have it here? Which is this stuff, and they say that these are like these are a version 2 that supposedly are better with boobs. I kind of look at this, and they don't look different enough from the current EOZ chest strap, which is completely not boob friendly at all, and it's exceedingly uncomfortable. Um, so I don't think these are much better. I don't think these are much better. I don't think the version 2s are no. I mentioned 3 times the price of that other one you showed. Yeah, so these are also expensive as shit, and you just get this thing for half the price. This is literally half the price of those. So just this is boo friendly. This is boo friendly, confirmed by my friend who suggested me because I was talking to her, right? Because I noticed she had chest tracking and we were talking, and I'm like, what are you using for chest tracking? Doesn't that get uncomfy? Doesn't it just squish your boobs down? And she was like, no, no, this I use these. I kind of wear it, and it's like a sports bra. It's just it's under the boobs. The strap just holds under the boobs, and I'm like, what? What are you using? And she links me this, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, same item as 20. Yeah, this is like 20, 25. I didn't see anything more expensive than 30 for this one. I eat your fish if I steal it at night when you don't realize and leave by morning. I don't have fish. Don't eat my fish. Hi, fish. Welcome stream. Hope you're doing well. um. Ah, shucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Put money. I put money so she can buy more. Yes, eat the fish and leave money for more. Yes. Um. So yeah, this is gonna be a good thing. Apparently, there's a pouch on the back. Yep, there's a pouch on the back, so you can, if you want to put a thing. What kind of fish you looking for? We got mackerel. You're damn right. Maybe it's a magic carp, you know? Just make sure it doesn't evolve while they're eating it. That'd be complicated. Um, so this even has a back pouch, so you can put a power bank or something to charge your trackers. To note, you're not going to have that issue with the Flux Pose trackers. Um, the battery life on this thing is fucking crazy. And you know, I go to every streamer and ask, that makes no sense. You call a fish in Kathy's Cathedral a holy mackerel. Nice. They have long hair. Does it get caught? Nah, nah. It shouldn't, I think. Because, like, this is like, it doesn't use Velcro at all, right? So it's not going to get caught. If you notice, it just uses those sliding strap things. I don't know what do you call that? I don't know what you call that. It's the sliding strap things, right? So see this thing, buckle slide strap things, right? So you're not gonna get that problem. You adjust it to your size, and then you just put it on like a shirt or sports bra in this case. Um, she said she just adjusted the size once and just keeps it there, and she just wears it like a sports bra. I think most people with long hair, me included, was just tied up. Yeah, yeah, basically. Um, like even if you look at the, let me go to my profile, posts, all, because there's a thing here. Where was it? Is it this one that shows the thing? Yeah, okay. So when we were looking at
To
this
install
one,
the
I tell
top
my hair to
strap
happen.
and
Yep.
light blocker,
No,
start by
except for the
removing the
extended
face
barely last
gasket.
one.
Then,
Yeah, mine
locate
are
the
super
three
deteriorated. They hold like, I'm lucky if they hold for more than like 6 hours. And that's lucky. If I move a lot, they just die. Um, where was it? So even if you have a long hair, right? With this thing, I think it's here, right? So when you put this thing, and you finish putting the strap on,
repeat the
that was the bad
same
wording,
step
but
on the opposite side.
that was a bad wording, but pretend I didn't word it bad. If you notice, even if you wear the top strap on this, you need the Baywatch hair shake. Totally. Um, you'll notice that even this ensures that you have a hole to slip, well, like to put strands on. Yes. You can just put your thing through this. See? You put your hair through this. If you have long hair, just do it. Just put it through this, and you're fine. That my hair was over 10 years ago, and it was much shorter. I was a big fan. Never had a warning. Do not put your thing through. I'm just making it worse. I'm sorry. I have my wording was not the best. Okay, cylinder must remain intact. Jesus Christ, guys! Why would you do that? Don't be sorry. Be that is very. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not. This was totally an accident. I was just not thinking of what I was saying. I was just not thinking of what I was saying. Yeah, I can put your hair through this. You know, your ponytail. Because I meant to say ponytail, and ponytail didn't come to me. Healthy, that's what I said. Yes, yes. Be healthy. Be healthy. Be very healthy. So ponytail didn't come to mind. I said, just put your thing through this. Yes, pretty much. Just so you can put your long hair, your ponytail through this. Ponytail through this. It works. They made it clearly on purpose to be like this. Not only a design choice, but it's because it makes sense, right? Just put your hair through this. Um, so great, awesome, fantastic, yeah. So they're thinking of these things. See, it's very spacious even. Uh, it's a very spacious thing. So you can just just yeah, yeah. So it's good. It's good. It's good things. I'm really excited. So I have a feeling someone has never had a ponytail. I never had a ponytail, no. The longest I had my hair was like to my shoulders, like slightly covering the shoulders. That was the longest I've ever had my hair. Just going slightly down my shoulders and covering my shoulders slightly and basically covering the back of my neck entirely. That's the longest I've ever had it. As long as I've ever had it. It's not this long now. It's not even close to being that long now. My hair is way shorter. Now, way shorter than that. Um, actually, this is very close to how I had the front of my hair. And having had longer hair than you is interesting. Yes. Yes. It's a common thing. I never had it very long. Like the longest was indeed to my shoulders, slightly covering and covering my neck entirely. But that's it. Otherwise, I never had it longer than that. Never had it longer than that. Uh, So it's a thing. It's a thing. I always had this wolf style like thing, I guess. Always had this wolf style like thing. Uh, with the I put my hair to the front when I'm sad, but I think it's getting to the point I'm starting to sit over it. Oh shit! Okay. Oh yeah, that is definitely long. Yeah. That makes yeah. That is long. That is long. That is absolutely long. Yeah. Hey yo. But it's okay. It's okay. But yeah. Mine was long redacted a number of years ago. Yep. It's a certain number that it's forever 21. Forever 21. Yeah. I think the longest I had it was also shit. An undetermined amount of time ago was when I had it the longest. An undetermined amount of time, which actually Bart may know when this was. If you remember, there was this one time that I had my hair in my avatar uh, a bit longer, like to my shoulders, uh, during that period of time. Um, I don't know if you remember that. It was probably the longest I had it at the time. Uh, that's when I had it. Yeah, so that period of time that I had that hair that went to my shoulders, that's when I had it in real life also that long. Um, it was during that period of time, an, an undetermined amount of time. An undetermined amount of time ago. Redacted amount of time ago. Uh, so Bart will know. Uh, when that was. So now my hair is always short. It's actually so much shorter than the mom has. It was actually just yesterday. Yeah, dude, Forever 21. It was just yesterday. Exactly. One day I'll actually say how old I am. One day. Just one day, honestly. A few people know. One day. But for now, it's Forever 21. Enjoy. Enjoy. It's Forever 21. But one day, maybe. uh, wow, my mom suddenly just had an aneurysm. I'm forever old age. Never. Age is but a number as long as it's legal of age. You know, age is but a number as long as it's above 21. We're good. So it's okay. It's all good, you know, it's all good. He's aging like a fine wine. It's a raccoon thing. Not aging like milk. Do you know what young whippersnappers? I tell you what. I'm gonna explain that aging like milk is a good thing. Summer shows income, but both numbers decide what life is going to look like. I mean, yes, but, 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 I have a very strong uh, opinion on age. I have a very strong opinion on age. I'll just say this. I'll just say this. I'm not going to say my age. Not yet. One day. One day. Maybe at the end of the year I'll mention it. Uh, but I'll say this. I am in shape. I stay in shape. I'm active. I stay active. Um, no one can tell my age. That's why I can say I'm forever 21 and no one will notice. That's all I'm going to say. No one will notice. That's all I'm going to say. That's why no one knows. Good to see you. Yep. So active. I exercise. I'm still very flexible. I'm still very flexible. Uh, and no one can tell. So it's good. I mean, fair. As I wait for a long while, now I'm getting to look my age. I'm approaching 50. That's a good age. That's a good age. So it's okay. Don't worry about it. They'll think I'm way younger than I look like. Yeah, like yeah. People will always say that I'm forever 21. I guess the infinite stamina helps, right? And that's why I'm saying I have a very strong opinion on age. Um, I have a very strong opinion on age because I think I can be a good example that age doesn't really matter. Uh, in general, or can not matter in general. Infinite stamina hack. Yep, that's right. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting hack. Uh, I think it's a genetic hack or something. I know that when I when I did martial arts and I did go to the doctor to check if everything is okay. You know those regular athlete checkups because you do them. You know if you're if you're an actual athlete, which I was for a while when I did martial arts, I did have my athlete passport and all that. Um, I think I still have it stored somewhere, but I did have my own athlete passport to go to stuff and so on. Um, and so I had to do these medical checkups, right? And one of the things that the doctor was always like amazed. They were like, "Your heart is crazy." That's that's always what my doctor would say with testing. And it was a sports doctor. It was not just any random doctor. It was one specific for athletes that test these things. Although I couldn't afford to have bad health. If that makes any sense. Yep, I understand that. And the doctor was doing the checkups. He was always like, "Your heart is crazy. It's like the heart of an elephant. Like it doesn't matter how much pressure I put I put it through. It's like you're just walking." And this was the words of the doctor. Like my heart, even under stress, acted like I was just walking, which is crazy. It's a crazy thing, which I guess is the whole secret of my infinite stamina is that genetically my heart just doesn't care. My heart just doesn't care. My lungs fail before my heart ever will, essentially. Uh, Especially because of my, you know, coughing and so on, because of that work hazard that I suffered that actually affected my lungs. If it wasn't for that, I would probably be able to keep running for infinite amount of time. Um, so what holds me back right now are my lungs, not my heart. Which is funny. It's a funny thing. So honestly, I feel it as much as possible. Anything. I was like, yes, there's a benefit. It's really backhanded. It can be a problem. There was this PE instructor I had in middle school. He was in his 70s. He was in better shape than many. Yep. So when I was, going to the gym, because I did martial arts and went to the gym, right? To bulk up. Yes, yes. I follow the stereotypical tomboy that does martial arts and went to the gym and bulked up and stuff. Yeah, I follow all those stereotypes. I follow them. Um, yeah, the hereditary. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And the instructor at the gym to make sure that you're doing your exercises right and help you if you get in trouble and so on. The dude was like in his late 60s. The dude was in better shape than people that went there a third of his age, which is crazy. Crazy. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I hope when I get to that age, I'm in that shape, which is what I'm working towards. I want to make sure that when I get to his age, I'll be in good shape, even at 60 plus. Uh, that's my goal. That's my goal. Blam. Hi, Raven. That's my goal. So far, I'm succeeding. So far, I'm going well. I'm going well. I'm not 60. Don't worry about it. So I'm not 60. Don't worry about it. Still a while to go. But yeah, basically, still a while to go to reach 60. But I'm well on the way to get to his age and be in shape. So far, so we're good. We're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good. So yeah, basically, it's a thing. Yes, I am the stereotypical tomboy. Yes. Uh, Martial arts, gym. Not all sports. I'm not so much for sports. I'm not a sports person, exactly. I just like stuff. Even if you're 60, I'm sure people still appreciate the tomboy enthusiasm. Yes. But I would be a Tom Elder, as it's usually means. There's multiple levels of tomboy, right? And the older the tomboy is, eventually, when you get to a certain age, you're no longer a tomboy, you're a Tom Elder. That's if I was 60, I would be a Tom Elder at this point, which is the elder tomboy. Another level lower tomboy, just Tom. Yes, I would just be Tom. Uh, so it's that thing, right? So I'm the stereotypical tomboy. It works out. It works out. It works out. The martial arts and stuff. And Jerry. Yes, just Tom and Jerry. Yes. You become Tom Jerry. Tom Jerry. Yes. So that's the thing. I'm just your stereotypical tomboy that never wears dresses except the tomcat. Yeah. The Tom Raccoon in this case. I become the Tom Raccoon. So we kinda just get to that age. Those aren't twink adjacent tomboys, the Jerry boys. I never heard about that. I never heard of this. What the hell is that? Jerry boys. Wait, I see another one. Tired. Oh no. Don't be tired. Tired bad, okay? Tired bad. Don't be tired. So yeah, it's a thing. We're just talking now. So I'm gonna switch to this. So I think it's a fun thing. That's why I think that you know age is but a number. Yes, it can affect things. Yes, uh, health has a lot to do with it too. Uh, but so far so good. And in general, I really don't think age matters. You know, how do you feel? How do you feel inside? I follow that. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Hi, Flame. Hi. Slumber and pain is just an illusion. Oh, I feel pain every single day. I have chronic back pain since the day that I was born, so I know all about pain. Uh, but it just it gets to a point. Yes, it just gets to a point that you make peace with it. We like to party. We're the bingo boys headache right now. That sucks. Damn. Hope you feel better soon. Um. So it's like I guess my goal to still be able to do things and make sure everything is okay and so on. I just basically when I complain that I'm in pain, it means it's not that it's suddenly am in pain. I'm always in pain. It's more like it went above that threshold that I'm used to. That's when I say, ah, shit, my back hurts. My back always hurts. It just means it's hurting more above the usual threshold, which is I'm always at like 3 in the pain scale. Um, 2, 3, something like that. So when it goes to 4 is when I can start like, ah, my back hurts. It's just it's turned up to 11. Yeah, sounds about right. It's like when it starts going 4, 5, and so on. Then I'm like, uh, my back hurts more than usual. I should add that. Back pain that comes and goes. I wish mine just came and went, honestly. But mine is always there, so it's just a thing. It's okay. Every time I stereotype, I'm like with big chest area, which is not my case. My chest area is not that big. Even the model is not that big, which is fine. Guess who fell asleep in VR? It was you. Hi, Skull. Hi, hi. Let me do this thing. Well, go for his code. He falls asleep in VR. I mean, he streams and he's cool. I hope it was a good sleep though. I'll be going now. Take care, Fitson. Bye bye. I know I'll be ending soon. Well, how much time have I been streaming? 2 hours and a half. Okay. Kathy Derp. We'll be streaming a bit more, and then I'll be ending since I have a commitment soon. But we're still here for now. Kathy Derp. Yeah, I just put a number. It's fine. It's like I don't let it stop me. I'm forever 21 anyway, so it's okay. Right? Forever 21, it's okay. Uh, I try to make sure that the pain doesn't stop me. Um, when pain gets to 11 for me is when I pass out. 9, 10, able to move and get to the point of crying, where I'm crying and unable to move. That makes sense. I guess since I'm constantly in pain and I'm used to it, my pain threshold is quite big, I guess. Big 7. Nice. I didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it. 6, 7. Nice. Well done. Um, it was redeemed. Was there a? Was it? I don't see it. Oh. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. That was probably terrible, but it's okay. It's fine. So it's that thing. I think. How can I say? Considering what I know of my own health condition, um, and health conditions and back problems and so on, uh, and so on and so forth, I want to be in shape as much as possible, move as much as possible. Always on the move, always doing everything I want as best as I can because I don't know if I'll be moving tomorrow, right? So that's the thing, like the whole concept of live like it's your last day. Do that. Do that. That's what I try. That's what I try to do. Uh, I try to make sure that I'm trying to live and doing the things I like as much as I can, imagining that maybe tomorrow it all ends. But mostly for home defense thing. I don't. I have one gun, but for home defense, just one. What's wrong with Grandpa? I still have it. All ends tomorrow. Then we're gonna have to try all the substances today. I don't think I will try substances. That's the thing. Even if like we knew tomorrow is the end of the world. Nah, I wouldn't. When a claymore from the fence, that's what's the family fires and then for orphans breaking the castle, scared of the chain mail off and not by charging them. I saw a video about someone doing that. There's a whole like cartoon of precisely that home defense method, which is I think it's just hilarious, honestly. But it's just funny. Let me check something real quick. Real quick. Think. Book, 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 book. I'm just checking something real quick. Real quick. Why not? I'm alive. We good. I'm here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we good. I saw the thing. Gonna lay on something cold here. Take care. Bye bye. I should actually start winding down the thing, but that's why we're talking like this. Uh, Since I do need to get ready for the thing before the thing. But yeah, you know, just make sure that leave as the least amount of regrets possible. It's a good thing, you know. It's a good thing to do. I think I try. There's a thing. Yeah, there's a thing. There's a thing. Maybe I'm weird, but uh, when certain things sometimes happen in life, and you kind of like start looking at things a bit differently, you know, good things in this case, right? Good things, right? And then, because there's probably something good that's been happening recently, with me, and it's making me like, yeah, the spider thing, like the Peter Tingle, spider sense is tingling, kind of. You kind of just like consider certain things. And I'm like, yeah, this thing, yeah, maybe, just maybe, it's a good idea to make sure everything is said in time. In time, everything's done. That's why I'm very active. That's why I do all these things. That's why I do all the things I do the way I want. So I can sure I can be in shape for as long as I can be, because you never know what happens tomorrow. And with that, life wisdom or something. With that life wisdom, I'll have to end the stream. But thank you all for being here with me. I'm not sure if we can discuss Peter Tingles. I mean, we've been to Spider Layer lately, see what Bronx has added. Super janky, almost a full-fledged game experience, really. I still need to check that. I remember when he added, like, some symbiote NPCs who could punch, which is pretty cool, actually. But I need to see more. I don't know. I haven't been there for, like, half a year since last time. So, I'll have to check. I'll have to check. I'll have to go there. I'll have to go there. I'll have to go there and check it out. And see how the entire thing is. But if it's a full-fledged game experience, that's really awesome, actually. That's really awesome. I'll check it out. Because I'm a fan. Web up NPCs, you get them off buildings, wall running, flipping different webs, portal goofiness. Nice. That sounds cool to me. That sounds great. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Maybe I'll check it out today at some point. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Just, who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, flipping different web gadgets. Yeah. I like that. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check. I'll really have to check. Being a Spidey fan, I'll have to check it out. Being a Spidey fan, I'll have to check the entire thing out. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hearing me rambling about the Steam frame and tracking tech and I guess life wisdom in the middle because I ended up doing that too. Shit. I'm not that wise. I'm just me. Silly tomboy. Geeky talk. Yeah. I feel like it. But anyway, once again, it was very fun. Thank you. Happy it was informative. Happy I could help in some way. And thank y'all for being here. Love y'all. Mwah. Can I do this? I promise this is me trying to do a heart. Ta-ta. Bye bye, everyone. Love y'all. Mwah. Happy to stream. Bye, everyone. Gang signs. Yeah. Bye bye. Bum 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 bum. Yeah.